So Norman, I can't believe his bio. He's played so many different places in the world, I can't pronounce the different orchestras, the different cities. So I won't even try. But we get to talk with him for about 10 minutes. We're going to bring him on and interview. Norman Krieger, please welcome. Okay, Norman. And he dressed up for us, too. That's always a treat. I love handsome men in my home. No. Okay. Oh.
Hi, Steve. Before you say anything, I would like to take the liberty of thanking you and Steve for having the audacity to do this. Because, you know, we're living in a time, I think every pianist here will agree, and every musician, that we're living in a time when music, which is the international language, needs to be shared and promoted, especially in our education system. You know, so I'm honored to be here, and I just want to thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, Norman.
It's a real privilege for me to be here. So now you can start your interview.
Okay, now we get to find out about you. Okay, Norman has a, the full-time teaching position at the USC, and then you also are still touring. And then the one that I want to find out, on top of that, you have 3 young children.
Do I get to say hi because they're watching? Okay. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, David. Hi, Tristan. And hello to my beautiful wife, Tori.
Awesome. Welcome to the family.
The only reason they're not here is because spring break ends Sunday and they have to be at school at the crack of dawn on Monday. So.
Well, another time we'll get those kids skiing on our mountain,
okay.
Baldy Mountain.
I'll be happy to do that.
Okay, and tell me their ages.
They just all turned a year older. Well, they're all born in March. You can figure out the rest. My wife and I got married on June 14th, 1998. So if you do the math, you can figure it out. Jacqueline just turned 14, and David just turned 12, and Tristan just turned 7. Okay. And I just turned 100.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. And I had overheard via our executive director that you are flying, I believe, to Germany to pick out a piano for a recording that you're doing at Royal Albert Hall in London?
No, it's actually at Abbey Road Studios. I'm recording the Brahms Second Piano Concerto with the London Symphony on September 4th and 5th. So,
wow.
You know, everybody knows that when you're a pianist, it's kind of like going on a blind date every night. You know, you never know what's going to happen or what it's going to be like. So for a recording, which is going to hopefully last, you want to make sure, especially with a great work of art like the Brahms Second Piano Concerto, that you have something that you can feel comfortable with. So
you're going to go pick out a piano that you'll use for the recording? Actually,
the producer that I'm working with recommended his gentleman who is in Hanover, who has a few Hamburg Steinways to choose from. So I'm going to try them out, and he's going to take his truck from Hanover and drive through the channel and bring it to London for the recording. So,
you know, there are some artists, and I'm still a little confused myself because I have played on both, but there's a Steinway and then there's the Hamburg Steinway.
Right.
And I know the Hamburg Steinway is more expensive than our beloved Steinway here. Some artists require the Hamburg, and some artists prefer our traditional Steinway. Can you talk a little bit about why?
Well, I think in the old days, meaning even 10 years ago, there was a much more distinct difference between the Hamburg and the American Steinway. I think now the company has made a tremendous effort to try to sort of bring a marriage between the hammers and the action. I mean, the Hamburgs have the Renner action, which is a wonderful action. But the tradition with American Steinways was it came out of the factory and got to the store and you bought it, and then you'd have to have your technician lacquer the hammers and then file them and voice them. Whereas with the Hamburgs, when the hammers come out of the factory, they're pretty much set, and there's not too much that you can do to make a difference. I mean, there is, but not like the process that goes with the American. And I think that the American Steinway, of course, it's kind of like how can I say, they're like individual people. There are certain distinctions that I think.
You mean some you like and some you don't like?
No. I mean, there are. I mean, the real secret to me about any good piano is how long does a tone last. You play one note and you time it, and that's the soundboard.
Did we time the Fazioli? I know you played earlier on the
I think
Steinway.
it's still going on.
Yeah, those Italians.
It's still here.
I do have a cute story. We were blessed to acquire this 9-foot Steinway from a family that was moving here in town. And about a couple months after we acquired it, we brought Misha Dichter here for a concert, and his manager said straight off, he requires a 9-foot American Steinway. And I go, oh, we just happened to have it here for you. So he was really the first pianist to perform on this piano. So tonight you'll be playing on the Fazioli, and you had a little chance to play it this afternoon.
Yes.
Can you give me a first impression of this? Is an Italian-built piano that's...
this will be my debut on a Fazioli. So
wonderful.
When I was younger, I used to do adventurous things. I skydived. I used to love to hike and go, saltwater fishing. So, this is going to be a very interesting sort of experience,
Like skydiving, playing a Fazioli?
I think, well, it's kind of like it reminds me of a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, it has that extra bit of horsepower, turbocharge, And so I guess I'll just have to be mature and not put my foot down, all the way and see if I can, No, it's really, it has a personality, I must say, that's very different from an American Steinway. And I think...
Can I demonstrate? I don't know if Steve will be upset because the live stream audience might not be able to see this, but I just need to show these. This is the excessiveness of the Italians. For those that can see it, this is the top.
Then there's a wonderful video of someone playing the Hammerklavier, and on the last chord, when he plays, the whole thing it collapses So you can see it. You can Google it on YouTube. It's very
Excuse
funny.
me for doing that to you.
But that wouldn't happen on here. So
No, right.
Okay.
You're safe.
Yeah.
You are safe.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anything you want to share?
Oh, I like this talking. And who wants to play? I mean, this is so great because when you're playing, you're getting nervous and all that, but this is so relaxing.
It's a little lonely
here,
and now we
is.
can, kind of...
You can play the melody and the harmony, and
Okay. No, we're going to still make you play.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
We are so thrilled to have you here. We have in a basket, Norman brought some of his CDs. I'm not sure which of the many that you've recorded it is, but $20, and I think you have a healthy stack in there. So let's support Norman and buy some of his CDs when this is all said and done, if you like him.
I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Okay, are we good to go?
We're good to go.
All right, thank you. We'll
Thank
take
you.
1 minute to set up the stage here, and we'll welcome him back in a few minutes. Okay. Thank you very much.